not war, or excuse me, make war not love. They juked me with their name. Against Reliable, formerly of Mythic fame. It's on DE Dust 2. And, are we live here? Looks like we're live. I'm not sure.
Raz AFK and spawn.
We're going to treat this like it's live, so we've got the bomb dropped outside of long. 3-man stack over there at long dark doors, but only one defending it. It's Josh, the number 2 man. He's opting to push up. You got to think that the 3 reliable gaming players hear him. Here comes the flash. He's lined up for one headshot, but immediately gets the trade out. We've got Mark, Abe, and Lightworker coming down long quickly, smoking off the cross. There's 2 awaiting them, and there's 2 in CT. That's a bad smoke. Raz is able to get one. It's Lightworker. Abe trades one out. He's going to get the plant off, which is great for the first round, but already down to 1 player. It's Bobby. And he is actually coming through middle as the lurker. He sees Zeph in front of him while Flash Step is going for the dedicated defuse. And a good plant by Reliable, but make war not love, able to get the defuse.
Yeah, a lot of damage was dealt early on, so when they came up to 8 plat, it was kind of in the cards for Reliable to lose that round because they had so much damage, the retake would just be too hard to stop. And even though Bobby did his job as the lurker there and killer player rotating through mid, it ended up not being enough, and the rest of his team needed to get more kills for them to win that round.
Yeah, they really need to make it manageable for Bobby at that point. You know, get it down to at least a 1-on-1 where he has a chance. But, you know, having to defend the bomb site from mid in a 2-on-1 scenario, just not in the cards for him, as they have the plant do the terrorists. So Reliable going with some CZs and a P250. Mark saving up. They're coming storming out through middle, and they're able to take out one. Trick drops Abe. And look at Lightworker picking up Josh, pushing through the smoke. He picks up a gun and tries to get a second. Not able to do so, so it's a 2-on-3 scenario in favor of the terrorists, but the bomb is dropped in mid. Flash Step doesn't realize that one is lurking to the right. He does have a FAMAS. We've got Lex lurking by the catwalk area near window. And look at this long flank from the number 6 man. That's Bobby. Again, going with the dedicated lurk. But unfortunately, Lex loses his life before he can actually make any sort of impact. So we've got 2 of the counter-terrorists guarding the bomb. It's Flash Step and Raz. They both have FAMAS's. Bobby, pretty much full health, but just a CZ.
I mean, this is the best play that he could make, provided the amount of time that he has. He made that flank really early on, and they were in a bad spot because the bomb is down mid, and now he should be guaranteed at least a kill here unless they get really nervous and start checking their flanks.
Oh. And he was checking both the angles, checked the wrong one at the wrong time. Raz makes him pay for it with a headshot, so make war not love up 2-0 to start Dust 2.
Yeah, so they actually should have had that round of the bag Reliable. After they got out mid, they lost a trade, then they got 2 for 1, and they dropped the bomb at mid with our player stuck behind the door. So the pressure between CT and Cat was what kept the bomb there, and so even the players having the site wasn't enough. From there, it was kind of like the bomb being down for the CTs as they could defend it, as the terrorists had to come and peek them with, you know, pistols, which don't have the long-range advantage that rifles do.
A little bit of a brain fart there, I think, by Reliable as they leave the bomb and spawn. Lex is forced to go back and get it. We've seen a 4-man push out long doors, and curiously enough, the CTs are not contesting it. They've stacked Cat with 2. It's the number 2 and the number 5 man, but they don't realize there is no one there. And it's all up to Flash Step, all on his lonesome. On the A side, he knows they're coming. He's called it out to his teammates. They've smoked it off, but he hasn't been able to spot any of them yet, so he doesn't know how many it's going to be. The rush is going to come quickly. Let's see if Flash Step can hold him off. He's going to try to drop an nade, do some damage, but Super Lex immediately makes him pay for that, and they're going to take control of the A site pretty quickly. They're going to get the bomb planted, and it's a 4-on-2 scenario. This is looking extremely good for the terrorists. Lightworker already on the hunt with his picked up AK, spots Zeph, excuse me, who loses the battle. Zeph able to take him out with his FAMAS, but Bobby getting the trade out and Reliable on the board in the 3rd round.
I think with the amount of pressure that Reliable is putting on A in the situations that have occurred in the past 3 rounds, I think it'd be wiser to not just have one player on plat and have him kind of stranded on an island there. Flash Step not really able to do much. You know, if there's one player isolated up on plat, he's going to get naded, he's going to get flashed, and he's obviously going to get shot down. And that's what would happen before Flash Step was able to get any trades out of it. So I think you know, it might be smart to put a little bit more pressure at long, which they're doing now, but this is an eco, so we'll see how it works out for the next rifle round. A couple nades in a B know that there are 2 in tunnels.
Lex played that perfectly, just waiting for the push it long. He's able to get one with the headshot. Meanwhile, the bomb is staged over in B tons. But there's only one defender there for the counter-terrorist. That's poor Zeph. Does not know what Fury is about to unleash on him. Slowly walking into the site. Zeph's able to do a little bit of damage. He's able to get one. That's Bobby. Trick actually gets one on the other side of the map, but the two-man split comes in and isolates Zeph. They're able to take control of the Bravo site. They're going to get it planted. So now it's going to be a 2-man retake, and they both have guns. Josh picking up the Galil, Flash Step with the AK, so this is doable by them. But look at the aggression from Lightworker, immediately jumping out window and eliminating Josh with the headshot. So now it's all up to Flash Step again. They conceded the site. They're staged at the doorway and windows. That was a good flash by Flash Step, but he didn't immediately take advantage. Steps outside and gets the spray down headshot on Lightworker. Can't get the second on Abe, who bides his time at window. So tying it up, Reliable Gaming at 2-2.
Yeah, I think that was an excellently calculated push to push out of the B site there through window and door to catch a player who was definitely going to be coming from middle. And what happened there was they put two players there to make sure they could trade. They ended up not losing any players and catching that player off guard, and then also being able to defend the site from outside of B works just as well. As you saw, a player in window could juke peek and play all the games he wanted to and get away with that clutch there.
That was a really nice response by Reliable Gaming. They now have 2 in a row. And we're seeing a fast cat. 4 of them stacked up already. Bomb carrier is Bobby. He is out in front. And it's looking like MWNL is actually conceding. They're playing so safe, they don't even see him come up cat. Bobby takes advantage, drops Josh. Flash Step is able to get one, but MRK gets one of his own. So it's now a 4-on-3 scenario with the bomb planted. It's going to be a 3-man retake. Let's take a look at Trick, who's actually coming through CT. He's going to be able to get up onto the site and catch Lightworker. Oh, and look at that. They're able to take down 3. It's all up to Superlex. Last man standing, but he doesn't last too long. Zephs takes him down with the headshot, and they're going to get the defuse. It's a nice retake by Make War Not Love.
Yeah, seriously nice retake. Only losing 2 players in total. I mean, the retake was 100% successful. They got all the picks they needed to. Cat players rotating back to Cat. Really observed no pressure in that situation and handled it with class. Now, I think that it was a really good move on Reliable going up Cat like the way they did, but again, defending on those retakes is what you're going to have to get used to no matter where you go. So, good on Make Love Not War for winning that. Make War Not Love. Yeah.
It really is. It's a bit of a tongue twister because we're so used to saying the other cliche. But it is now 3-2 here in the 6th round on a best-of-1 Dust 2. Kicking off the regular season of CEVO-P. And this time they're going for a 3-2 split. They've got 2, the 7 and 8 man. That's Abe and Lightworker down in lower tons, taking control of middle. They've dropped the bomb outside of long, and they're going to try to get a pick into pit where there's Josh, who's flashing out. He's kind of stranded there.
Wow, bit of an issue here. 4v5 as Trick got dropped from the game. This is going to make the situation completely different.
Yeah, power play. Let's see if Reliable decides to take advantage of it, despite the fact that they are on the save. They're going to come out middle. They actually didn't smoke off CT, and they are paying the price for it as they get sandwiched by Flash Step and Zeph. Lightworker is able to pick up 1 at B doors, and it's all up to Bobby once again. Oh, he eats a touchdown nade from Flash Step. Well played by Make War Not Love to weather that storm, despite the fact that they were down a man. I mean, it wasn't eco, it was a save, but still, that's tough to do when you're down a man.
Stuff gets weird, man. You can't put those ecos. I mean, ecos aren't just one because you keep 5 players alive, you know. So anything could really happen. But that was a no Steam log on. Too bad that happened. Good thing it happened to them on the other team's eco. Hopefully the money will be worked out. So there's an automated match medic now. Is that what happened?
Yes, I believe
with the new
so.
client? Yeah. Okay, so
part of the premium services for CEVO, all of the divisions above CEVO Free, which is essentially open, will have that system.
Yeah, so he spawned with his op, with an op. Or
I am not sure. I would have to double check the game tape on that. I didn't see because he came in so quick, but we're already back underway, so very short delay there. Love to see that. And look at this. It's a collision course over at long. The flashes are out. It's a rush. And the spray down comes from Raz. He's able to get 2. 1 with an A, that's Abe, and gets the second on Mark. So it's all the way down to 2 terrorists, Lightworker and Superlex.
Yeah, and with bomb control right here, it's a really tough position for Reliable as there's so much time to rotate and the smokes have been down. They got to be really nervous about the flank and also the fact that the bomb's outside.
But you're surprisingly seeing some patience from Make War Not Love. The number 3 man, he's staying at mid. That's Zeph. Trick has finally decided to push long as Lex is able to take out 1. But look at that. Close at blue is Raz. Eliminates Lightworker. Superlex able to get the trade out. He knows another one has got to be close, but he's got to be wary of the flank, which has finally come. Zeph realizes the remaining player is here. He's going to get sandwiched here if he's not careful. Gets 1. That's Superlex. Will he realize there's one behind him? He still doesn't. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That was a valiant effort by Lex, but the patient flank by Zeph pays off. It's 5-2 for Make War Not Love.
Yeah, making some good plays there was Reliable, but the long read was perfect, spot on. Good stack there by Make War, anticipating that there might be another long rush, as the cat rush did work, but they couldn't hold the retake. Maybe they thought we get long control, we'll have a better time with it, but ultimately it didn't, and now Reliable is kind of on the back foot here. They're running out of places where they've won rounds on B side, and the rush into B might get shut down here.
We're seeing the straight rush. Zeph gets 1, Abe trades him out. And they were actually able to win that battle on the site. They don't lose too many, only 2. Bobby is extremely wounded, though. They're going to get the bomb planted, so already a successful eco round for Reliable. You don't see the YOLO rush through B that successful, but these guys with the CZ are pretty lethal as they picked up guns, and it's all up to Josh. He's the last one standing, and he's in a bit of a sandwich. He's able to eliminate Abe.
Jeez.
But getting flanked from behind by Bobby, who only had 7 HP, gets a 3K on the round. Abe gets 2. So Reliable on the eco wins the round.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate that Zephyx couldn't get any more kills there. There was a few players that were low, but the smoke was down for him. He was able to shoot. He just unfortunately couldn't connect with as many bullets as he needed to. And we always overlook those eco aces as, oh wow, that looked easy, and it doesn't really make big a difference. But look what happens when you aren't able to get at least 2 players coming into a site.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of times you're just like, oh, it was just an eco. That's not an impressive ace. But when you lose rounds on the eco, you'll take those aces all day long.
Yeah.
As already Abe has been dropped off the field of play, and that's not a good start for Reliable. Perhaps on a little bit of tilt. This is a buy round for them. But on the flip side, they've forced Make War Not Love into a save. You take a look at the economy, and Reliable's starting to build something up.
Yeah, that really destroyed their economy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Make War Not Love wasn't able to shut that eco down. They're playing patiently here as Josh is able to get Mark coming out the door. He tries to get a second. His teammate Raz turns the corner and gets one. That's Josh combining with him. So that's a nice job on getting a couple kills with just their pistols. So it's all up to Bobby and Lex. They're going to come up long. There's only one contesting him, but he's at elevators. There's no one on site. I don't think they realize it, though. Flash Step tries to peek out and take out Super Lex. He's not able to do so. Nice patience by Lex. Bobby is going to get the bomb planted, and it's up to Trick and Zeph. Trick only has a pistol, but it doesn't matter. Headshots. Bobby gets the second on Lex. Says, hey, Zeph, I don't even need your M4. I'll get the kills myself.
Wow. So the thing is, Reliable's still going to be able to buy here because they actually picked up 3 guns the round before. And that's going to mean that they're not only going to be able to buy, but they'll have enough to draw for their teammates who had to buy this round. Otherwise, their economy would have been completely trashed, but they managed to keep 3 players live on that eco round that they won, where they got the bomb down and killed everybody. So that's a great round to win. Obviously, another eco that should have never happened. It's hard to say what happened there, but the long hold was really, really strong there for Make War.
Yeah, you'd almost think that the CZ hadn't been nerfed by the way that round went.
Yeah.
But it's just some patient play and good teamwork, particularly at long, playing the angles there. Doing some damage, ducking behind cover, and then letting their teammates step out from a different angle and finish them off. That was just really well played by Josh, and I believe it was Trick over there at long.
Yeah, this is a really weird adjustment too. We have Trick now playing the solo B position. Well, actually, Zephyx started to jump back into B while he takes over window. Mid is completely open, so Cat could go up with no information at all. But with 3 players at A, that wouldn't matter. The only issue is where exactly are the terrorists.
Yeah, it's interesting that Make War Not Love has conceded middle. Reliable peeking out. There was a smoke there. They were trying to get a little bit of intel. That was the number 6 man Bobby. They weren't able to get much, but he did get wounded. He's down to 37 HP. And they're still staged up in middle, but the bomb is moving over towards the B site.
Yeah,
with
so
his
if you look
teammate
at
in tow.
So if we look at the map right now, the rotates are going to take a very long time for either site. It's going to be really crucial here that entry picks are mid.
Yeah, we'll have to see. If I think that's Lightworker, who will likely go for the entry onto the B site. As there's still 3 staged up in middle, but look at this flank by the number 5 man Raz. He's able to get one. There's a headshot. Gets a second. Just as Bobby goes through the doorway, but combines with Josh to eliminate him as well.
Wow.
And that kind of forced Reliable's hand as they lost all 3 players in mid. They had to rush into B probably before they were ready to. Nice flank by Raz.
Yeah, for real. I mean, they gave him time to make that play, you know, to think really carefully about whether or not we're going to be seeing action at long or if they're just going to be hanging out at middle. And they got mid control, even though it was conceded to them. They didn't act on it in any kind of meaningful way. They didn't go up cat. They didn't try for mid to B. They didn't fake anything, and so they asked to be flanked.
Yeah, that's great. Great point, Launders. They had a smoke in front of them. I understand not necessarily wanting to run through it, but when it's essentially conceded to you in mid, you kind of need to take advantages. They're on the eco again, and here comes the rush already. Flash Step and Raz combined to take out 3. Trick hit another, and Raz getting himself the 3K on the round, following up the previous round. Just kind of I think that was just Reliable trying to get the round over quickly.
Yeah, and unfortunately not able to have some of the success that they had in other rounds. One of those rounds that they did have success in was the mid to B round, I think in the 3rd round, but the issue was that they had the bomb dropped in middle. So it's understandable that they might want to try that again. Here it's going to be a really fast B, and we got 2 players going right to B this time, so they are making a read here.
I thought they were going to go straight through the tunnels. Decided not to. They've staged it up, going to lower B, but Zeph with that op decapitates Super Lex.
Right now they know that Lex actually legged Zephix in B, so rushing B in this instance would be a lot different than rushing B just because the guy's opping if he had 100 HP. It's still a really, really big consideration to know that the only player in the site is 15 health.
Because now we see the bomb is actually moved back towards middle on the back of Abe. Abe's getting himself a little bit of a spray down through the smoke.
He actually shut down the flank.
Looking like they were trying to set up for a mid to B, but Zeph gets the op shot over top of Xbox, so it's now a 4-on-3 scenario in favor of the counter-terrorist, but Lightworker even it up, taking out Zeph himself. Trick is wounded, so this is actually in favor of the terrorists if they can take control of the B site, which they are doing. Smoking off double doors, they're going to get the plant off with Lightworker watching the window. So it's going to be a 2-man retake, Josh and Flash Step. Bomb is down, planted default. And these guys are set up. This is going to be a tough retake, Launders.
Yeah, so extremely, and they're going to try to execute on this flash, I assume.
So Josh comes through the window. Abe eliminates him. Flash Step plays off that. He's able to get 1. But nice patience by Reliable. They finally pick up a round after being stuck on 3 for quite some time. It's 8-4.
Yeah, a really good round by Reliable. They picked off the lurk. That was Raz pushing through long once again after he did that the previous round, and punished him for that. And then once they did that, they also didn't just commit to a site really quickly, even though they've had some trouble with that in previous rounds. Instead, they had players waiting for the flank. They had a lurk go into B, get his frag, and just acted on that. And at that point, it was a 3v5, so it made a lot of sense. Yeah, they picked them apart, but the thing is that the money for Make War is still really good, and so they've got a lot of economy breaking to do before they make this 8-4 into, you know, an 8-8 or something, or 8-7, excuse me.
Yeah, one thing Reliable has not been able to do is string together several rounds in a row
right.
just yet. You know, we need to see 2-3 in a row for them to get some momentum and break the economy. Trick, unfortunately, caught with his pants down. Abe makes him pay for it as he had a nade in his hand. Bobby is able to get Zephix at the front door, and they're going to get entry in the B side. Look at that 180 from Bobby. Headshot on Flash Step. It's now 2-on-2. Lightworker has the bomb with Lex, but Lex is eliminated. Lightworker all on his lonesome coming into the B site. Doesn't realize that the CTs don't know where he's at, and they are kind of far away, so he's going to slow peek across double doors. They see him now. He's going to try to go for the plant, seeing how far away they were, and it's looking like both of the counter-terrorists are coming through the tunnels. It's going to be a tough hold. Lightworker guessing that they're in middle. Steps outside the double doors. He's got to realize at this point that they're both coming through tons now. Now he knows. Here's them walking through the site. He's going to slow peek. Spots one, does some damage to Raz. Flash through window. Dedicated defuse. He headshots Josh. Gets Raz. No. Beautifully played by Lightworker. All on his lonesome, getting the 1v2 clutch.
I'm shocked that he got away with that. Great shooting by him. Did a lot of early damage there standing at the door. But in the 1v2 where they knew he was outside of it, I think they doubted themselves a little bit and took some of that early damage. If they just tried to just tap the bomb and then wait for either a window or door peek and then make the trade, it would have been a really easy round to win. I'm really shocked that Lightworker got away with that, but obviously one of the stronger players on the team. Oh, wow.
And look at this, another collision course over at long as 4 players are immediately eliminated from the field of play. Josh was able to pick up 2 before he gets taken out, so it's a nice 2-for-1 trade. But unfortunately for Reliable, the bomb is dropped through double doors outside long, so that's going to put Bobby, Abe, and Superlex in a precarious position as Zeph is already pushed through low and takes down Lex, so it's up to Bobby and Abe, both wounded. Again, the bomb dropped outside double doors, and we've got Flash Step with full health watching it closely. So now we have Bobby and Abe. Bobby's actually able to take down Zeph with a headshot in the middle.
This is a really weird position because they know someone's on A plat and they've got to watch the long flank, but they also want to get control of long doors here, and so Trick's position is awkward, really awkward, because he could have walked all the way up cat, but he doesn't want to assume that. And yep, makes a good read, knows he did.
Abe checked every single spot except CT spawn, and that was potentially a good position for him to be in because they could have sandwiched this guy Flash Step. But Bobby! Wow. That headshot through the smoke was legit. He's down to 25 HP. He's already got the 4K on the round. Can he get the ace for his team? They really need this round to get some momentum going. Can't quite pull off the ace. He's able to do some serious damage to Trick, but weathers the storm, and it's now 9-5 in favor of Reliable going into the last round of the half.
Haven't seen Bobby play on the team before, but he's obviously beast mode. That was a really great 4K by him, almost bringing it back again, once again for Reliable. But they need to win way more rounds than that, and they need to be not as close. Now, obviously, there's only one round here left for them to make an impact, and it's also going to be a round where they happen to not have the money to buy 5 AKs. So at this point, they're going to have to start thinking about their CT side and how easy Make War made it look.
Yeah, a lot of ground to make up for them. Certainly not. Even if they do win this round, it's 9-6, which it's not necessarily likely given the equipment that they have. It already. Lightworkers eliminated by Zeph. They got to start thinking about all this ground they have to make up, because this is traditionally, I guess a lot of people would think it's a T-sided map. So it's kind of unfortunate that Reliable is not able to get more rounds here. You'd certainly like it to be closer, more like an 8-7, maybe even 9-6 in your favor, as Trick takes out a second, so it's all up to Lex and Mark, and neither one of them have guns, so they're not even able to pick up the guns of their teammates.
Yeah.
Just a careless push by Zeph. Or excuse me, not Zeph, that was Superlex, who actually takes out Zeph and then Mark. So at the half, it's 10-5 in favor of Make War Not Love, formerly Aware Gaming. So we're going to switch things up. Reliable has a lot of ground to make up, a.k.a. Mythic. You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Mess, joined by Launders. We're waiting for the teams to ready up. We're going to start the second half of this best of one. It's week 1 of CEVO-P, Make War Not Love against Reliable.
So, yeah, so far it's just been really weird, like we've had the rounds that were won, the 5 rounds, I think, in total, or 3 of them were ecos, and then, one of them was a really strong rifle round where they got, 5 kills where Make War only got 4. Or Make War only got 1, excuse me. And so they've only basically been able to capitalize in situations where it's been against the odds have been against them, except for that 1 rifle round. So I don't know. It's a really questionable T side to have, and it makes me wonder if the team is just not on point today, as opposed to just on T side.
Yeah, one thing that could possibly play into this is that, obviously Make War Not Love is coming off the pro placement tournaments. They've been getting a lot of reps in, whereas, Reliable didn't have to play in the pro placement tournament, so their spot in CEVO-P was secure.
That's a good point, yeah.
Perhaps not quite as tuned up as the opening frag Excuse me, not the opening frag. Already 3 are down for Make War Not Love. So this is a great start by Reliable. They absolutely need this pistol round if they want to have any hope of winning this map.
Yeah, you know, going long on T side is totally reasonable, like standard. You know, it's just one of 3 places that you go, but ultimately USPs do have the advantage, you know, from that long of a distance if you play far back as they did on Plat, and they use that distance to give them more of an advantage when it came to shooting off heads, and then they took off too. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, Abe getting the 2K Superlex. He's got 1, and Abe still has some nades at his disposal as Bobby. My goodness, he's just looking lights out so far in this game. Eliminates the bomb carry, and it's down to Josh. We've seen him do some heroics before, but this is going to be a tall order against 5 counter-terrorists. Count them. And they have an idea where he's at. Bobby realizes, hey, I don't need my teammates. I'm just going there and finish him off myself. Getting the 2K on the round and winning the all-important pistol for them here in the second half.
Yeah, I feel like momentum is going to benefit Reliable a ton, just because it seems like their mindset's a little off. If they're not winning rounds they should be, and winning rounds they shouldn't be. But, you know, given that pistol round, having a couple free rounds where you can just frag out, especially if they don't lose them, might mean that they could have the confidence to get back into the proper mindset. But that's all to be seen, you know. That's just me theory striking.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like now that they've got that under their belt, they realize, okay, we've done the hard part. Let's secure these next 2 rounds and start stringing a few together, and this game might be within our grasp. But they have to be careful because the ecos have been strong in the first half from both teams. So we see an M4 on Bobby capitalizing on those kills that he got in the pistol round, and 3 FAMASs, and it looks like Lex probably saving up for the op. A little bit of pot shotting going on between both teams. Flash Step and Raz already wounded. Raz down to 16 HP. Abe just content to spam his FAMAS through mid doors. The bomb is dropped in mid, and we're looking at a couple of the terrorists. That's Zeph and Flash Step trying to make some prosperity up Cat. But Superlex is having none of it, using his pistol to eliminate Flash Step. But Josh is able to get Bobby in mid, and already 3 of the terrorists are off the board, while only 1 for the CTs. That's Bobby. And we see Josh still has the bomb on his back, so not completely out of the realm of possibility, but with Raz being eliminated by Lightworker, this has now become a tall order. It's going to be a 1-on-4, and they all have guns. All he has is a P250.
Yeah, I mean, they're all ridiculous. This could be the greatest play in the history of Cash. But 20 seconds left. I'm sure he doesn't see their health bars.
4 headshots.
4.
We got 4 headshots incoming. Nope, Josh was not able to do so. So Reliable taking advantage of an easy win in the second round. They need to get this 3rd one and hopefully win the first gun round to make this a ball game. If they could do that, it is certainly within the realm of possibility for them. Obviously another save for Make War Not Love. And look at Flash Step going straight down Suicide. Going to smoke middle. And we're seeing 2 rush long for Reliable, but they're not going to run into anybody as it's going to be a huge rush at B. But the spray down from Lightworker is real, along with a nade from Abe. Flash Step comes out on Cat. He's able to decapitate Bobby, but Superlex trades him out, and it's all up to Trick. He does have the bomb on his back again, so they've done a good job of keeping the bomb carrier alive. Whew. Bides his time. Is able to take out Lightworker, but on the cross, Superlex threading the needle through the door.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have been able to get the bomb down there, but good picks regardless. At this point, let's just take a look at, you know, what's going on here in terms of money and weapons. So economy-wise, we've got a little bit of bank on Abe and Lex, but other than that, this is going to be a rifle round that's going to break the economy of either team. We've got 5 AKs on board for Make War. We've got 1 op on Lex, as we've been used to seeing. This is going to be a round that both teams want to win for sure, and the heavy Cat presence paying off.
And Lex going super aggressive, pushing up on the Cat with that op. He's able to take out 1 in mid. That's Zeph. So already on the board are Reliable, looking to really build up a little bit ahead of steam here as they're coming off of 3-round wins here in the second half. Looking to make it a 4th here in the first gun round. Abe, curiously enough, only has a FAMAS, but given his position, he's playing in mid, he'll probably be okay. As long as he plays smart, he's got kind of a close angle, and it's looking like a potential mid to B for the terrorists. They do smoke off CT. They've got 2 in mid. Josh behind Xbox Flash Step. Kind of coming up Cat. And the bomb is in the stairs on B-Tons. Here comes another flash in mid. Abe just waiting for someone to come through the doors and he can spray him down. But Make War Not Love showing a lot of patience. They don't want to make a move yet. Now it looks like they're going to smoke again. Abe's going to counter flash. He comes around the corner and gets one. Josh is flashed, but he's able to trade out. So 4 dead in middle.
Wow.
Down to a 2-on-2, but the bomb is in the hand of Trick, and he's getting the plant off over at the B site. So all that misdirection in mid allows Trick to get the bomb planted, but he loses his life to Superlex, who shoots him through the door with a headshot. It's all up to Flash Step against Lex. It's a one-on-one scenario. Nice job. Sees him coming through the doorway, eliminates him, and Make War Not Love winning the gun round, so stopping the momentum of Reliable.
Wow, what a super intense round there. First things first, we saw Lex come on Cat, get his early pick, and then half damage was dealt already to, I think, Josh. So it looked like it was a bleak turnout for Make War. They turned that from a 4v5, like a 3.5 v5, into a round win in a 1v1 clutch. So super well played by them. It was kind of confusing what they were doing at Metal and Cat, but I guess that also confused Reliable because they weren't able to respond to it accordingly. Obviously, picks were made by Flash Step on Cat and stuff like that that also helped turn the round, but ultimately a little bit of misdirection, I think, was what really hit it off for them there.
Yeah, it was a nice job drawing a lot of attention at mid, allowing the solo man to get into the B side, get the bomb planted. And even though he died, he held him off for enough time to allow his teammate to get into the site and hold off that plant. As we actually see Reliable able to buy this round, but definitely a force as they only have a FAMAS on Lightworker. They lose this round, they will absolutely be on an eco the next round. So Make War Not Love certainly wants to win this round to stop any sort of forward momentum that Reliable has gained off of the pistol in the following 2 rounds. It's 11-8. Certainly anybody's ball game at this point, but Make War Not Love in the driver's seat. It's 5-on-4 as Raz has already been eliminated from the field of play, and the bomb is in middle with 2 of his teammates. Meanwhile, the number 3 man, that's Zeph, is just keeping tabs on the long door. It's looking like they're going to try to make a play on A, as we see Trick is going to move up for a smoke from Cat. He's going to smoke off CT, it looks like. Oh, he does not see Lex sitting behind the barrels. Wow, that's a spot you don't see pay off too often. He's able to get 2 from that as Mark is able to get 1 of his own at long doors. And Josh, still having the bomb, he's going to try to move into the A site and at least get the plant off, but he's up against 3 full health counter-terrorists. The spray is real. He gets the headshot on Abe, able to control that AK's recoil, but taken down to 3 HP. He's just going for the yellow plant and was not able to get it. Just barely missed it as Lightworker finishes him off.
Yeah, valiant play. Not being able to trade out there with Lex, who's just sitting at blue barrels, is kind of a huge mistake on the part of their awareness. You know, just it's something that you don't really notice if you aren't looking for, and so that's why he had the advantage there. But obviously, that spot can not pay off if someone decides to clear that angle. But yeah, he got 2 there, and they shut down A that round pretty convincingly. Josh almost having to ace for the win. Couldn't do it, but that's too much to ask anyways. And so it's a little bit, it's up in the air whether or not Make Love actually have a strong lead in this half.
As we're seeing Reliable kind of regroup after losing one. It's now 11-9, and I do agree that was a gamble by Lex, but it certainly paid off playing that spot. He just kind of turtled up, crouched behind those barrels, and was able to take out 2. As Abe, pushing through middle, coming up, I think it was Xbox, is able to take out Flash Step on Cat, and look at the spray. He takes out Zeph with a headshot through the smoke. Just going completely ham, and is all up to Raz, last man standing, and he is completely sandwiched at long, but he's able to 180 and take out RG Bobby. Got 2 more in front of him, pulls out the CZ and headshots Lex. Can he stay alive? Oh my god, Raz, what did you do?
What?
He was completely sandwiched at long. 2 at A site, 1 at long, and still survives, takes out 3. What a play by Raz.
Are you kidding me? He had 2 bullets left in his gun. And they both hit him. A headshot and
Did he? Oh. I missed that, Launders, but my goodness, that was
his last 2 bullets.
Even Flash Step had to comment on that one. He's like, did you guys see that? Because I just saw that. That just happened. And that's unfortunate for Reliable, because that is a situation that you absolutely should win. And they gave it up to Raz, who just made a play happen. And sometimes... Oh, look at this rush by Reliable through long. The spray down from Josh is absolutely real, and it's left to Bobby, who's able to pick up the AK, but the bomb is planted at B. Bobby's just going to hope to get some kills here as he really doesn't have any chance of winning the round. He doesn't have a kit. He's way far away from the bomb site. He tries to smoke off, but Zeph is having none of it. He's already rotated from B through T-spawn. So make war not love, just like that. 2 quick rounds in a row, stopping any kind of momentum that Reliable had.
Man, that was such a huge round that Raz won that I'm still in that moment because
Still shocked.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't win that, right? Like, I don't know. They'd be on a save last. They would have lost 2 rounds, and
totally different ball game. That was a huge play.
Yeah, completely different ball game. Huge 4K. And yeah, momentum just couldn't be. And look at this, a double save. That's how badly their economy got broke.
And you kind of see they went a bit on tilt from that round too, because they're like, all right, guys, let's just rush through long. And they got mowed down because of it. One man, Josh, took out 3 of them. They got the bomb planted at B. You know, Josh was basically the lurk over along watching the push, which he handled in textbook fashion. So now Reliable is on the save again, and it's not looking very good for them this round, as already they lose 3 players. Trick get himself a 2K, but Bobby is able to get 2 himself. He is standing valiantly for his team, but the last man alive is Mark. The bomb is going to wisely go to B. Uncontested, Mark is able to get a second.
I love how Raz just...
that's his first.
I love how Raz just no shame just ran across Cat spraying a CZ. not even pretending to stop like you have to.
So do you have the bomb planted? It's a 1-on-2 scenario?
No, it's not down. They didn't actually plant it. Not sure why.
Interesting.
I feel like he was going to plant it, and they didn't.
I think perhaps he didn't think he had enough time. Perhaps overestimated the closeness of Mark, as he's able to actually take that off as Raz comes out of the back of the... Oh, another!
What is happening?
The 1-on-2 clutch is real. Mark able to get 2. That's definitely a mistake by Make More Not Love. They had a easy chance to plant the bomb, but just miscalculated how close Mark was to the site.
Okay, yeah, he said he thought he planted the bomb.
Wow.
Yeah, because he went to plant. That's what I thought he was doing. And, yeah, no reg, I guess.
He juked me as well. I guess he got right to the last second, and then... Whoops. Didn't get the bomb planted. That's unfortunate, as Lex, same spot, pushes up Cat with that op. Takes out Flash Step, and look at the rush into B. Abe comes through double doors. Lightworkers tries to get one, but Trick takes him out. They're able to take control of the B site. There's 3 still alive for the terrorists. They're going to get the bomb planted in the default spot. It's 3-on-3. Here comes the number 6 man. It's Bobby. He has been lights out in this game so far. That looked a little fishy there. It should be an easy hold for Make War Not Love. Let's see how the retake goes. Bobby looks away from the flash, comes to the door, is able to eliminate Zeph, but Josh with the trade out. Bobby cannot get the second. Mark, the last one alive, cannot withstand the storm as Trick getting himself the 3K on the round. It's now 14-10 in favor of Make War Not Love.
Yeah, a really textbook round there where the trade didn't go in their favor at B. Lex again got that off pick, I think, on Cat, so kind of mirroring what they did in their first successful rifle round on CT, but ultimately lost again 4v5 to a really good hold, and obviously a 2-for-1 trade out in B. Even though there's 2 players in B, they only got 1, and that was I think what made the really big difference there.
We see a terrorist rush into the B side, and the flash is good as Trick is able to take advantage of Abe being full flash, eliminates him from the field of play, and a headshot on Lightworker behind the box on the site. Beautiful entry by Trick, getting the 2K. He is down to 6 HP, and the bomb is a little bit far away. So they're trying to get in the B site with the quickness before the rotates come. It's going to be 3 men, Bobby, Lex, and Mark on the retake. The bomb has not been planted yet, so they're playing slow on the retake because they don't realize that they've basically taken complete control of the B site and have the bomb planted. Now,
yeah,
we're just seeing them look for frags.
Yeah, they're definitely playing for the tie here. So 3 of them with armor. One just picked up an op. Not sure. Was that Zepic's op?
I think so, as Bobby is in good spot to lurky. Here's Raz. Oh, can't quite finish him off with that Glock candy apple as Raz makes him pay for it. So it's now up to Super Lex and Mark. They both have guns, and they are in full save mode right now. Hoping to maybe get an easy frag on the way out. Trying to force overtime.
So Lex is the kind of player that could turn next round around with a op, and the fact that they have a rifle and also 2 sets of armor means that I guess they have a fairly decent chance to win this next round. But ultimately, they don't have money for much else on their other players, so it's going to be a straight up eco here with, I think, Super Lex attempting to get the opening frag again. I wonder if he'll go on cat and try to pick lower.
Yeah, let's actually take a look from Super Lex's perspective. Pretty much going to be on him and Mark to get some frags unless his teammates can pick up the guns. Oh, he had the shot lined up. Hits the corner of the door.
3 health is Zephyx.
So he does do some serious damage. Ooh, nearly dodges a shot himself.
Oh.
Tries to drop it on Zephyx, who was, I guess he dropped a suicide there.
Yeah, that's a good
Interesting
play.
little op battle there in the middle.
Yeah. 2 hits, no kills.
Right. Reliable Gaming trying to get some leverage here to get some momentum to hopefully get to that tying round mark and force an overtime. So it's a good start to this round as already they've eliminated Josh and Raz. Zephyx down to 3 HP. So it's a good start for them.
Oof.
But just like that, Zephyx and Flash Step are able to combine for a couple kills of their own to even the odds. It's now 3-on-3. But the bomb has been planted. So it's going to be a 3-man retake. Abe, Lightworker, and Lex. They're all coming through CT, it looks like. Actually, no. One's coming from Cat. It's going to be Abe with that swag 7. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to go for the jumping shot. Not able to connect. And there you go. Make war, not love. Sewing it up.